Hi there, Aries, and welcome to your March reading. Great to see everybody, and should be an interesting month for us as we're looking at some of the energy left over from February, where we had an eclipse and a new moon. This month is sort of starting off a bit like a clean slate. So it's not surprising that as I was meditating and thinking about your sign, your channeled information was to focus on the potential this month. So a lot of times, and I think it's true of fire signs too. You want to know how to make things happen. What's going on? How can I manifest what I want? And basically, the potential card, or the message about looking at your potential, is to focus not so much on what isn't, like what in your present hasn't happened, or in your past what you haven't been able to accomplish. Rather, it's about thinking about what is possible and how you're already on that path. So rather than feeling helpless or feeling blocked, what this is really saying is focus on areas where you can either exert your own power to make things happen or open up new opportunities. So I want you to focus on what you can do, not what you haven't done or what you can't do in the moment. I really want you to think about what's possible. All right, so let's take a look at all of the cards and see what additional information comes through. For those of you that are brand new, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy this reading. I separate it every month into a couple parts. As you saw at the beginning, I always start with channeled information, and then I pull a Celtic cross. And after this, I like to take a look at health, wealth, love, and destiny, but really I want to let the cross speak for itself to kind of show us what energy is coming through. One thing that I saw, and it may not come through when we're pulling cards, but if you wanted to meditate on something this month, the ideal card for you is the Three of Wands, because that's going to really focus on, and there it is right there, it's going to focus on your potential, like we were talking about, and basically give you the understanding that what you want is already in motion. So before we go any deeper, I like to add an additional card with my Celtic cross, and for me, I call this a catalyst, and this is what's going to connect all the cards that we see in front of us at the moment. What a beautiful card to come through for you this month. So you got the card that says Miracle, which is basically for you to believe in the unbelievable, or believe in the infinite possibilities of your life, of your character, of your mind. And I love this card for you. Because I really do think these three things work in tandem. So we have potential, the channeled energy, miracle, your catalyst card, and I was mentioning the Three of Wands as I was pulling. I was hoping that it would come through for you, because as I meditated on your sign, I kind of saw that person who typically is standing out at a cliff, looking off into the distance and seeing three ships. So with this one, what we're actually seeing is that it's almost like you've laid some markers or some stakes in the ground. And I like the two things on this one. I like that we see beautiful growth. So you're entering a period of growth. And unlike the Three of Staves that you normally see in Rider-Waite, this is showing me that you really don't have to wait, that you've already started to see some sort of a return or some sort of growth. You just have to sort of recognize it and be open to it. So yeah, this is a month of possibilities. All right, let's look at the cards and see where those are and maybe what's shifting as well for you. So right at the center, it's a big month where money, work, finance, school, all of that is in flux a bit, because with the King of Pentacles in reverse, normally a card of stability, the reversal is really showing when you're either dealing with people in your life that might be requiring more of you, thus the King of Pentacles in reverse. And it could be an earth sign like a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn in your life that needs a lot from you. The other thing it could just be saying is be prepared for either a lot of energy that you're going to have to put into work, or for your finances, you might have some unexpected costs that you need to factor in. Now, what I like though is, as I look at the other parts of your life, it looks like things are okay. Let me pull the camera down so you can see. Your near future is very promising. We have High Priestess here, which is a manifestation card, and again, the Three of Wands. But when I look at your affecting sort of cards here to help you understand where you're at the moment, it looks like the last couple months may have been a little bit either exhausting for you, or perhaps there were people in your life that were trying to push you in a different direction through negative feedback, through even unnecessarily harsh words. And what that sort of has left you with is a question. This, as we look at the Five of Cups here, it's about feeling a little bit neglected and wondering, should I continue on this path, or is it time to make a 180-degree change or a 90-degree change to move on to something else? I think it's a question that really only you can answer, but as I look at the cards here, I would say, don't give up. The Seven of Wands, which is in your resource area, this is all about your potential to basically go off on your own and do something unexpected. I think your power this month comes in the element of surprise. Seven of Wands is typically a card that shows someone who can really manage a lot on their own, but maybe taking on too much, may have a tendency to receive feedback in a way that they think that someone's attacking them when they're really offering constructive feedback or constructive criticism. So what you want to do to stay in a place of power this month is to listen to everything that people have to say, but you don't have to integrate everything. Basically, by staying open and non-defensive, you're going to actually be able to see all of the opportunities. And then what might be unexpected, and the reason that this card is taking place in evening or night, is that I think that you're going to have a chance to sort of step away from something and create something new that people did not even know that you had inside of you. So perhaps this is a project idea. Perhaps this is in your own life, deciding that you want to do something completely different with your with the trajectory of your life, with a career, with a talent that you've been sort of keeping to yourself. Now it's time to share. When I look at your hopes and fears this month and what's affecting it, family is going to be a very big, possibly a big distraction for you. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, expect, if you're with a partner, that they're going to need more of your time and energy. If you have a child, this might be a month where, again, they're going to require a lot more energy and a lot more effort from you. And if you're not partnered, your friends, family, and coworkers may be asking a lot of you. So what this card is saying in your resources is to decide what's worth it and what's not, and to push back when needed, because Seven of Staves is a card of strength. So don't accept people's garbage if they're trying to put stuff on your plate, or trying to say, hey, basically making you feel guilty. It's not even that you promised, but saying, well, you've always helped me before, why aren't you helping me now? What you want to do this month, you have a chance to break some cycles so that you don't have to be that person that people take for granted or take advantage of. If you do this, we have the Wheel of Fortune in your outcome. It's reversed. So two things that I get with this. One is your self-worth is very, very important this month. What I want you to kind of, in addition to looking at this and thinking, not only can you achieve stuff, but it's already starting to happen, I want you to turn this card around in your real life and think, I am worth those opportunities that come my way. I am ready to be acknowledged. I am ready for people to welcome me in and to accept me in these new and exciting adventures or ventures, work ventures perhaps. So open up a little bit and allow new things to come to you, and try to let go of this feeling that, all these people depend on me, or I'll just work really hard and, maybe someone will notice. No, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to push back. You're going to have to stand up for yourself a little bit this month. Now, when we look at the short term, looking at maybe the first couple weeks of the month with the High Priestess, your creativity and your emotions are going to be very, very high. I get the phrase sort of like shooting from the hip, which is basically, I want you not to overthink things. I want you to go on instinct around the second week of the month. And when I say that, it's not about actually literally shooting. It's about pulling at your intuition so that you can correctly assess a situation and take advantage of it. So what I want you to do is to not be afraid to literally sort of just try something, because your gut tells you to do it. I feel it's a very important month to hone into your internal dialogue and know what's worth listening to. Tune out negativity. Walk away from situations where people have asked for too much, perhaps never returned on your investment of time, and then really start to put things back in perspective for yourself. It's time for you to, if you want to be quote unquote like, it's not even selfish, it's taking care of yourself. If you want to take a class, if you want to take some time off, if you want to, join a gym, whatever it is that you need to do to sort of feel more worth coming in, that's going to be what actually brings the money. You have to feel worthy, you have to feel better about yourself and your life, and you have to feel more fulfilled. These are the blocks for you. We're going to see more in a moment here on how to sort of maximize them. But remember this month that miracles are possible, and really, and it's a beautiful fire symbol too. I think all of the cards here are showing, at least your ego card as well, really showing some great energy when it comes to what suits you, what suits a fire sign. And it has to be that you believe that things can happen and that you're ready to accept that they're going to happen and that you believe that you're worth it. Those are like the key themes this month. Really quickly, I know people always want to know about love. 2 notes, and then we'll look at your extended forecast. I think this is a month where your family will need you more, as I said, and it's going to be more about your relationship work. This isn't so much a month to kind of go out and date people. This is a month to re-examine existing relationships and possibly walk away from some, or redefine what people's expectations should be about your role. Now, for those of you that do happen to run into someone this month, be careful, because we have 2 reverse pentacle cards, which shows that there could be 1 or 2 people stepping into your life that are going to sort of like suck at your time and resources. They could be selfish, and we don't, that's not really something that you're looking for. I think it's better if you spend time and energy on your goals, your aspirations, your surroundings. These things are going to bring you more focus, more joy, and a clearer sort of outcome than really focusing so much on trying to date or expand the romantic sort of areas of your life. And if you're in a relationship already, it's about making sure that it's balanced. All right, let's expand it out. We'll start first with your health, see what's affecting how you feel, both emotionally and also what's going on in your body. I always like to look at this as mind, body, and spirit. And so your health card this month is the Teacher Awakens. So just like I was sort of tuning into the fact that it might be a good month for you to learn new things, if you wanted to take a class on dance, on yoga, on learning something new, a new language, all of these things are fantastic. The other thing with the Teacher Awakens is to not be afraid to help others. This is a card of service, of mentorship, of taking on a mentee. And so basically, it's saying you have something important to share, so don't ignore that call to action. All right? Some of you may very well want to sort of become a teacher or something like that, and if that's what's been going on in your mind and you've just been wondering, yes, this is validation that it's okay to go out and walk a path where others are looking up to you for advice, even if you don't feel like you're ready for it yet. Let's look at your wealth opportunities. Wealth including not just, like we said, money, but your self-worth and understanding how that manifests in your life. Patience is part of this. And we're looking here at really 1 month, as you sort of see the course of 1 to 2 months. It's like one full lunar cycle that's coming through on this. And the other thing here is, I feel like if any of you have been trying to let go of something big in your life, so for creative people, maybe this is an exhibition, an art exhibition you've been working on, a creative piece that you've been working on, or if you're in a bigger sort of office, some sort of project that your boss has been asking for. This card is saying it's pretty close. In the next 4 to 8 weeks, this is time to let it go, to give birth, to share it with the world. Overall, it's a good card, but what I do see, and it mirrors what we look at in the spread here, your money situation this month, I don't see a lot of gain. I see probably you having to fight to kind of hold on or to assess what you have. So patience is key. Don't make big investments this month. big luxury purchases. Smaller things like training, absolutely okay. But yeah, you want to be smart about how you're spending your time and your energy. So let's look at the one that I know a lot of people care a lot about, which is love. And we have forgiveness here, forgiveness and learning. It's interesting that we have a teaching card, a patience card, and basically a forgiving and learning card. They all seem to go together. Time and patience are part of this. What's great about this, and I think it is true because I'm not seeing like Ace of Cups or anything come through this month, the more you can heal yourself and heal those around you, the healthier your existing relationships are going to feel. And for those of you that are looking to find partners in the future, the better that partnership is going to be as well. Because when you're completely sort of healed and topped off and everything is good, you are calling in someone that is no longer filling up one of those voids. They're going to be reflecting the radiance that's in your life. All right, let's look at your Destiny card. And I love the Destiny card because it's sort of like your, it's a guidepost in the distance that you can decide to continue to work towards, or if you don't like it, you can sort of shift gears. So this comes up a lot in monthly readings, and I do like it. With the music card, two things. It's about finding harmony in your life. For those of you that are in a relationship, this is about emotional harmony between you and your partner, your mate. And I do believe it's possible this month. It's about both of you feeling like you're appreciated. So part of this is going to be you recognizing what they're doing and sort of calling on almost a Libra-like trait, which is balancing things out a little bit. Music literally also means for your relationships that it's a good, I mean, think of your communication and the cadence of how you're sounding, the words that you're choosing. You want to evoke harmony in that. So just as like discordant or sort of like choppy music makes you feel a little bit crazy, your communication this month should also be something that feels like it's flowing well. In other words, avoid arguments, avoid confrontations, and try to focus on beauty in your communication. So when you need someone to change, or if you're asking for something, start with saying what you love about that person, and then help them see how working towards your goal is actually going to bring them harmony as well. This is about mutual harmony, about existing together, and the music card is always about balance to me. Making something beautiful for both people, and we see two hearts in here, and that's really what that's symbolizing. Okay, so let's review everything. It looks like an exciting month from what I can see. Your channeled information is potential, and I was mentioning the Three of Wands. It came through in your ego position. Meditate on it this month. See that those ships are coming in, or in this case, all those things that you want are actually growing and coming towards you. Know that this month your thoughts are very powerful, and with the High Priestess, I want you to focus on manifesting and calling in things as rather than like basically they're already happening, versus thinking to yourself, I can't do this, I won't have this isn't happening, because those negative thoughts actually create much more discord and pull you from your goal. Try to go with the cycle of change that looks like it's going on in your life. Things you want to evaluate are how much people are asking of your time and money, making sure that your heart is into things, that you're not compromising unnecessarily, that you're feeling fully vested in all situations around you, and that in situations of love, that your mates are giving back as much as you're putting into it. This month, I want you to pay attention to the catalyst, which is the amazing miracle is possible that you're trying to bring in. Go for the unexpected. When it comes to your health this month, we have the Teacher Awakens. So one thing that I didn't focus on in the aspect of health is don't be afraid to learn new things. Don't be afraid to find a new teacher, actually, because I don't think I was reading all of the elements of the health card earlier, so I'm glad I reviewed it. So what the Teacher Awakens here means is, if you feel like your doctor isn't listening to you, it might be time to find another doctor. And I really want you to pay attention to this as we see the sort of Easter lily here. Before April, it's a time for you to sort of check out your body, look at a new doctor, learn new things about maybe what you're eating and what you're putting into your body, seek out new knowledge. And again, for some of you that feel like you have knowledge to bring, that message remain the same as what I said earlier, which is it's a great time to share that knowledge, or again, just to learn new things. As we look at your wealth, patience. Learn new things in your wealth as well, I would say, when it comes to career and investments. Don't do anything hasty this month. Try to let go of pain. Try to let go of anything in your relationships that is sort of making you feel unsteady or unworthy, and focus on helping other people find the love in their life if they can't find it. It's a difficult time right now when a lot of the external messages sometimes can be scary or can be negative. What we have to do is shine as beacons of light for ourselves and for others. And I think that's what you can do for people in your life that maybe don't know how to do that. So lead by example. I hope this was helpful for you. I think you have a lot to celebrate this month, particularly with that potential channeled information with the Three of Wands and with the Miracle card. If you work hard and believe that the change is possible, then this is a month where you can start to see the needle turn. Everything isn't going to happen overnight, but I think you can start to move in that direction, which is very exciting. If you'd ever like more of a one-on-one appointment, I do offer those, and I'll put a link in the corner, one of the corners here. Or if you're on a mobile device, you can tap on the eye and find out more there. A great way to stay in touch each month to find out about the monthly readings, and also I do meditations in the middle of the month, is to subscribe to my newsletter or this channel. And both of those I will announce, especially with the newsletter, if anything noteworthy comes out. And I'm also on most of the major social networks. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, feel free to join me on as many or as little as you feel comfortable doing so. And finally, just thank you for your support, because you're the ones that make this worth my time each month. It's great to hear how this helps. And so please keep up the likes, the subscribes, and the comments. It means a lot to me. One last thing, in addition to booking an appointment, if you just like to donate money just to say thank you, I'll also put a button there at the end of this video. That's completely optional. I do this each month just to say thank you and hopefully to help with your spiritual development. So take care of yourselves. Thank you for choosing me to spend time with this month. You have a lot of choices out there. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again in about a month. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.